What's going on, chat? So this video right here is kind of serious, a lot more serious than the videos I usually do. As we all know, for like the past week, California has been on fire. They've been suffering. But Southern California, in the Los Angeles area, a lot of homes been burned, 24 lives have been taken, a lot of cars, a lot of buildings been burned. Kayla Braxton, former WWE interviewer, she's been affected directly by it. You know, in this video clip that's coming up next, it shows that the fire was like a mile or so away from her house. She was looking at it from like her back fucking window, her patio or something like that. So, you know, this sad, it's very heartbreaking that they have to deal with it. I'm going to show y'all this video clip of her talking about it.
Guys, oh my god, that's our backyard. We are on fire. So it is time to officially evacuate. Guys, be safe. This is a brand new fire here in West Hollywood, in the hills. My god.
At least she happened to have enough time to catch it and hurry up and evacuate. We also got former WWE superstar Saraya, but when she was in WWE, she was known as Paige. She had this to say. She said, "I'm safe out here in Cali. I got lucky, but fuck, my heart hurts for everyone. What an awful, terrifying way to start the year. I hope everyone finds a safe place to go and no one else gets hurt." And this is a video showing the fire right outside of her place. She's crazy. It's like right there. It's like, I wouldn't be right there taping it for too long. I would have got the hell out of Dodge. She said the air quality is awful right now for us and our pets. Make sure to get those air purifiers running and try to stay indoors as much as you can. So, you know, like, damn, this shit crazy. And also, former WWE star CJ Perry, formerly known as Lana, she said, "Wow, this just started next to my gym in the Valley of Los Angeles. Please pray for all of us." So, you know, she was affected by the fire also. The fire is like right there by her fucking gym. But if she wasn't able to evacuate from Los Angeles, she has to stay there. She's having medical procedures done. I'm going to show you this video of her talking about this. So
this is why I'm still here during the fires, because of my medical procedure. I've been having to come in to the clinic at Cedar pretty much every other day. Oh boy. Oh boy. Please be praying for me. And that's why I'm still in Los Angeles, because I am in the middle of a very big procedure. And I just couldn't stop it when the city set on fire.
that sucks. I would have tried to get the fuck up out of there. Also, former WWE manager and former WWE Women's Champion, and I think probably former WWE Divas Champion, Melina. You probably know her as the former manager of the tag team Eminem with Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro, whatever you want to call him, John Hennigan. She was found safe after she was missing for like a while, but she was finally found safe during the LA wildfires. They also have the former WWE Women's Champion, Maurice. You know, she's also a manager of The Miz. She's also the wife of The Miz and the mother of his kids. She said, "To everyone that reached out to us, we are doing okay. We are all safe at the moment. We are heartbroken by the devastation that these fires have done and are still doing. The damage is truly unbelievable. The winds are picking up again until Wednesday. We need all the help we can get here in LA. Thank you to everyone on the ground helping and praying." So, you know, they got the damn wind still blowing hella hard. And, you know, wildfires going on that they can't stop. And the fucked up thing about it is, there's people out there permanently adding, like literally adding fuel to the flame, like pouring gasoline out in places and setting fires and breaking into people's houses, dressing up as firemen and breaking into people's houses and stealing shit and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people out there that still just don't give a fuck about other people's pain and what other people are going through. And they're like, they taking from the people that's already needing help. You know, obviously the people that's taking, they need help mentally and probably financially too. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're doing what they do, but that's not an excuse. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's fucked up. Like, people going through a lot. It's people, 24 people lost their lives. A lot of people lost their houses, and a lot of people are saying like, damn, you know, these people, a lot of the people who lost their houses are already rich. You know, they're already financially stable. That's why they're living at the place where they're living at. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what people are saying about the celebrities and all this shit. Like, oh, why are they complaining because they're rich? But it don't matter if they're rich or not. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they still got shit tied into their house, and they got children, and they got, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of business and shit they got going up. I don't know if their people lost their businesses. They got a lot of shit that's tied to their living situation. It's more than just the money that they have. Now they got to wait on like insurance before they can get another house and get back settled. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain shit that is bigger than just the money standpoint of the thing. You feel me? And I also heard something about insurance companies are like canceling people's insurance and shit during this time and shit. Like the insurance companies that can't even handle what's going on because so many people are having issues where they need to depend on their home insurance at this time. And the insurance companies are like canceling out on people, falling back on people. This shit is all fucked up during this time, you know. So it's a hard time. So I'm gonna let the WWE ring announcer Lillian Garcia, I always fuck her name up. Now it's Jillian, I don't know. Much respect to her though, Lillian Garcia. I'm gonna let her talk to y'all for the next 20 or so minutes. But for now, I'm finished. Hope y'all like the rest of this video. And prayers for the people in Los Angeles, California. Peace.
We're live. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, that is, if you are in the East Coast and, well, in the U.S., put it that way. But wherever you are around the world, it could be afternoon or evening. So just want to welcome everybody. Welcome to my Monday motivation that I started a few months ago, and then I had to change it to Thursdays, but now it's back on Mondays. So because my schedule changes, and I'll be talking a little bit about that. But I want to thank everybody that's already tuning in and writing in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. This is always great. And I always post this later in case somebody can't tune in live. It can help somebody. All right, we're going to talk about dealing with loss. There's been a lot going on with the fires in California that are still burning. I'm going to be speaking about that. I lived in California for 13 years, so I'm going to talk about my time there and some of the losses that I had. But there's also, you know, the loss that we've had with people in North Carolina and Florida, all parts of the world, really. There's just a lot of loss that's happening. And so I wanted to do this, hopefully to help you guys manage. If you are dealing right now with loss, if you have been dealing with something that's already happened in the past, or even if you haven't dealt with loss, I feel like somewhere along your life you're going to be dealing with loss, if you haven't already. But if you haven't, then prepare yourself. Listen to this so you can prepare yourself, because number one thing, guys, is that life is hard. Life is hard. I think that the beautiful thing about social media that I do like about it is that we're starting to be more open and vulnerable with each other, and realizing that things might look great and amazing on the other side as far as the grass is always greener, but everyone's got something that they're dealing with, even if they're dealing with past baggage that they've had, traumas in their life. That's why we have to give each other grace. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into this. All right, so dealing with loss. Let me tell you about my experience while I lived in California, because boy, did I deal with loss in California. And so I feel like by me telling you what happened to me and being completely transparent and open with you, as I try to be as much as possible, I think it will let you, it could teach you or help you see what I've done to overcome some of those losses and how my life is turning around. Because there's an amazing acronym for HOPE, and that's Hold On, Pain Ends. hold on, pain ends. And we have to remember that. Always cling on to hope no matter what you're going through. All right, so I actually moved to California when I was in 2019. But I would say that what I'm going to talk about is from around 2016 to when I left there, or actually to now. 2016 is when I was living in actually Marina Del Rey, and I was hit with the news 2015 I was hit with the news that my dad had cancer. 2016, moved him in with me so that he could get treated at City of Hope. And so that was the hospital there in California. My sister came and lived with me, basically. I mean, she was there, she's like 3 weeks out of the month. It was amazing. Thank God for that. If you have siblings, definitely unite when something like this happens and help each other out. But I left WWE in 2016 when his treatment, when they found out that he wasn't going to get better and that he had only 2 weeks to 3 months to live. He actually surpassed that. He lived 5 months. He passed on Christmas Day that year. But I left WWE. So that for me was, I would say, my first loss right there. It was a choice, because I really wanted to take care of my dad, but and I would never ever not do it again. But it still was painful. It still was hard. And at that point, I had been with the company for 15 years, so it was definitely embedded with me, and just I loved everything about it. So that was the first loss. Then lost Dad on Christmas Day that year. Then we discovered some mold issues that were in the home that we were in, so had to move. So lost the home that I lived in for like 8 years. At that point, it was the home that my dad passed away. It was a home that my sister had painted this beautiful mural on the wall, and obviously you can't take murals with you. So that was a loss of feeling like, wow, I have to step out of here because of mold issues. So that was, that was hard. Then my mother started getting dementia. She started losing her mind. I started losing the mother that I remembered. So that was another loss there. Then lost the third home because I moved from Marina Del Rey. I went to West Hollywood. Actually, COVID hit. Oh my God, we know how hard that was. Financial hardship, so losing money, losing security, having to move from West Hollywood to Santa Monica. That was another loss, right? And then when I lived in Santa Monica, another house that had high levels of mold. So I was losing my health, throwing all of that at the same time of losing another place that I was calling home and having to move. I moved to Marina Del Rey, ended up moving my mother in with me I moved to Laguna Beach. I had left this is a lot to track, right? Moved to Laguna Beach, and that's when I moved my mother in when she got cancer and lost my mother in that home. Wow, that was a lot. Okay, and then lost my marriage in that home. Then I had more issues with gas leak and I was working for the PFL at the time, Professional Fighters League and MMA. I was announcing for them. Lost my voice live on the air, which ended up where I lost that contract because obviously I couldn't get my voice back. We didn't know it was a gas leak. I had suffered for months. I think it was 4 months that I was inhaling gas fumes. Thank God I didn't lose my life. But yeah, there was another loss there. Wow. Okay. So then moved to South Carolina. So lost the life that I knew in California. Moved to South Carolina and lived in my parents' house for 8 months, emptying that out by myself. That was so hard. If you guys haven't tuned into what I posted yesterday, I sang at my church yesterday. I'll speak of that. It was amazing. But I wrote on there because I was really reflecting last night, which kind of, led into today, speaking about all of this. But It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy living in that home by myself with childhood memories, going through everything. My sister would come as often as she could from Nashville, but realizing there was 5 people in that home. It was my parents, my sister, my grandmother, and myself. And to now, it's just my sister and I. She doesn't have kids. I don't have kids. Oh yeah, that was the other loss. The other loss in California, finding out I couldn't have children. Okay, I don't know what's up with California, but that's a lot of loss to deal with during that time, right? But let me tell you what I gained. What I gained was a massive amount of friends that I got to go, because after I left the marriage, after my friend extended her hand and asked me to go to Mariners Church with her. In there, I signed up for 2 different programs. From that, I gained so many friends. I gained community. I gained support. I gained a whole new relationship with my sister, taking care of my father and my mother. We reunited like it was just incredible. I gained a massive amount of community. So when I left California, I still had the community with me because they were still reaching out to me during that time. Then I gained or refreshed my relationship with my friends in South Carolina that I went to school with. So I gained that connection again. I gained the different churches that I was able to sing at from Mariners. I gained my love and my passion of singing Christian music and serving on the team. I gained that in South Carolina when I sang at the church there at Eastlake. And then I gained it now moving from South Carolina to Georgia. That's led me here. I've gained a whole community here as well. I gained when I was connected with Next Level Speakers Academy, my passion for speaking at corporate, at schools. And then I gained, the faith that I gained. And before I left California, I got rebaptized in California. So I gained this tremendous amount of faith now in the closeness that I have with God that I didn't have before. And it was when I just fully surrendered, and even when I left California, I sold all my things. I sold them on a weekend, pennies on $1. I didn't know where. I just needed to sell it because I needed to get out of there and go to my parents' house, and I wasn't going to bring everything with me. So it was a loss, but at the same time, I gained freedom from all the things that I was dragging around from place to place to place. All the attachments that I had to all the stuff. So I'm telling you this so that you can see the hope, right? That hold on, pain ends. My pain started ending. And now I've gained WWE back. I've gained all of you. I've gained, the new church that I'm singing at right now, Stone Creek, a whole new team that I'm up there with that's just been absolutely incredible. I've gained a resilience about myself, knowing that I can go to places, that I can restart again, that life continues. So I just want to give you these tips, and I needed to give you the journey of what I've been through and all the loss that happened in such a short time, so that you can see that there is a flip side, that you just keep hanging on to hope. I kept praying. That's why for me, faith is so big now, because it's the thing that got me through all of this. So I would say, whatever you're going through right now, first of all, give yourself grace, grieve, cry it out. Yes, you can have a pity party. It's okay. You don't have to just be like, oh, well, it's going to be fine tomorrow. Give yourself the space to really release all the emotions that comes with loss. At all of those stages, I cried like crazy. And even last night when I was journaling, I was crying, missing my parents. I wish that I had that moment to share with them that I had yesterday morning. I gained my voice back, guys. That was something that, I gained as far as dealing with the mold toxicity and the gas leak, getting my voice back, being able to be on stage again, being able to announce again. So yes, I had a lot of loss, but a lot of gain. So give yourself permission to grieve. Number 2, lean on your friends. Make new friends. join church groups. I mean, whatever you have to do to gain a community, because that's people that you're going to be able to rely on, that you're going to be able to call upon when you're having low moments. Get help. All right. So I joined 2 groups when I was at that church, and it was amazing. One of them was a 10-week program. One lasted for 8 months. It was exactly what I needed. I needed that support. What I love about the ones at the church is that they are free. So, I mean, the one that I was in for like 8 months, it cost me like $8. Now, of course, I always donate. Now, you can donate to the church. I think tithing is important, but if you don't have the means to do it, that's why other people tithe, right? Is so that you can actually take advantage of that, and of programs like that, or therapy. Just take advantage of going to therapy. Talk it out with people. Serve others. Man, that's one thing that helped me so much. Right now, I'm doing this not for me. I'm doing this as a way to serve you guys. I'm doing this to hopefully help anybody out there that is clinging on, that is going, oh my gosh, I just lost everything in that fire. Oh my gosh, I just lost everything in North Carolina, or I just lost my loved ones, or I just lost my pets. Guys, if you have to evacuate, take your pets with you. Please take your pets with you. But whatever it is in the loss, it might not just be in storms. It might be like me when I lost my marriage, like you're losing what you knew and you're having to go through a divorce or something. Serve others. It will make you feel better about what you're going through. Lean on God. Okay, I know some people get touchy about this, but look, I'm sharing what's helped me. Leaning on God. Oh my gosh. I mean, look at the way He is turning things around. Am I not a testimony of all the loss I had and everything that I'm gaining? And I've gained such self-respect for myself too. I mean, I'll do a whole thing about being single, but the reason I'm still single is because my bar is up here. Like, I'm not going to just accept anybody and anything. I mean, it's got to be great. You know why? Because I'm going to put greatness into the relationship as well. So definitely me leaning on God, I'm learning my own self-worth, and I don't feel lonely per se. I would love to share my life with someone, but I don't feel lonely per se because I have Him to rely on. I have my friends to rely on. Like I said, my bar's up here, and if you're not going to come up here, then I don't have time for you. I just don't. Start writing down your gains. So just like I wrote down all the things that I didn't even write this down until I did this, like all the loss, but I started writing down the gains of all of those things and the prayers that have been answered. And all you have to do is have the faith of a mustard seed. I mean, it says it in the Bible. Have the faith. A mustard seed's about this big, or about this small. Have the faith of a mustard seed that your life can turn around. All right. I hope that this has helped you. I thank you so much for tuning in for these. Share this with anybody that you feel needs to hear this, and tell everybody to hang on to hope. And that's hang on. Pain ends. Okay. I love you guys. Much peace, love, and passion to you. Take care.